How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another Rage 2 discussion video. And instead of talking about Rage 2, more or less what I'm going to be talking about is a misconception that has been going around quite a bit ever since Rage 2 has been announced. So as I'm sure many of you are aware, there is a pretty common misconception about Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Game Studios. People think that when Rage 2 got announced, this was Bethesda Game Studios' next big game. This was their next big project. Well, the thing people don't understand is that Bethesda Softworks is a publisher, not a developer. Bethesda Game Studios is just one of many developers under Bethesda Softworks wing. Under Bethesda Softworks wing, you also have Arcane Studios, Machine Games, id Software. Those are also companies that publish games under Bethesda Softworks. Bethesda Game Studios is just one of many developers under Bethesda Softworks. So this is something that people do get confused quite a bit. I was actually the same way many years ago when I was playing Bethesda games. I didn't really know the difference until I discovered it, that Bethesda Softworks is a publisher. Bethesda Game Studios is just one of many publishers that hasn't really revealed anything as far as games go, but we're probably going to see something from them this year. I feel like a Fallout 3 remaster is very likely because Fallout 3's 10-year anniversary is this year, and I feel like it would be really special to do something like that to commemorate a game that really became the staple of post-apocalyptic role-playing games at the time. And of course, everybody who plays Bethesda games knows that the majority of the Bethesda player base is looking for stuff coming from Bethesda Game Studios, and not nearly as many people are interested in things like, of course, Rage 2 or Doom or Wolfenstein or Dishonored. Those are really good games, but they're not games that people are really looking forward to as much as something like a new Fallout or a new Elder Scrolls game. So of course you're going to get a lot of misconceptions about Rage 2 being Bethesda Game Studios' next big game. No, that is not the case. id Software, one of the companies under Bethesda Softworks, and Avalanche Studios are working on Rage 2, not Bethesda Game Studios, but I'm hoping we still see something from them at E3 this year. It's very, very likely at this point, especially because they disappointed us at last year's E3 with Creation Club and all that. So they really have to bring something great to the table this year, and I'm pretty excited myself. I'm very excited for Rage 2. As you can see, the gameplay in the background looks amazing, and the gameplay trailer alone has just made me more pumped for this game, so I cannot wait to see what Rage 2 has to offer at E3. And for those of you who are waiting for a Bethesda Game Studios game, don't worry, there probably is going to be one revealed this year. If there isn't, then it's probably not going to be that good. But I still think you should be excited for Rage 2 because this seems to be a very promising game. The gameplay looks epic. It seems to be a lot less linear and simple that Rage's gameplay was back in 2010, and there seems to be a lot more going on the screen with the car combat and the powers and the weapons and the bosses you're going to be fighting. It just seems like a really promising game, and I cannot wait to see more of it at E3 this year. And of course, let me clarify again, if you see any reveals or teasers released on Bethesda Softworks YouTube channel, this could be for any of the companies under Bethesda Softworks. So id Software, Arcane Studios, Machine Games, and of course Bethesda Game Studios, companies like that who are under Bethesda Softworks. Anything that they're revealing on their YouTube channel could be from any of those companies, since they are the publisher of those companies. They are the ones who publish, they are the ones who market the games for the companies that are under them. So please, for the love of God, do not confuse Bethesda Softworks with Bethesda Game Studios. They are completely different companies. I honestly don't know why Bethesda Game Studios chose the name that they have, because it really has confused people to an all-time high. But we just have to accept the fact that they are not the same company, and Bethesda Softworks is going to be releasing stuff for many different games for many different companies because they are a publisher. So that's all I wanted to say in this video. I hope you guys are excited for Rage 2 as much as I am, and I hope you're looking forward to E3. I'm going to be doing a live reaction like I've said many times, so if you want to tune in on June 10th when E3 starts, we're probably going to have a lot of fun together on this. So I'm really looking forward to it, and until then, I'll be seeing all of you next time.